everyone, welcome back to my second week of Inktober 2018 prompts. In case you guys missed the first week video and the artworks, be sure to check it out in the card or as the suggested video featured at the end of today's. So this week we've got a healthy balance of pop culture references that ain't so Disney saturated, but you guys are taking a peek into my childhood a bit this Inktober. So Day 8 and Star was going to be one of two options, both from Kingdom Hearts, gosh darn it. I had the choice of either a Wayfinder or a Palpu fruit, but I felt the different layers of design elements involved in the Wayfinder was a more appropriate challenge. And the symmetry tool in Photoshop had another chance to shine, which you know by now has been my new best friend in digital painting. Day 9 and Precious had immediately conjured up Gollum in my head because of my darn movie reference saturated brain, but I took a step back and decided to make the prompt a little more personal to me. And sorry, but my future husband-to-be, you're not the most precious thing to me. Unfortunately, that spot is held by my fur baby Thomas. To those that have popped into my random gaming streams, you'll know he's popped into the moment every now and then, just wanting to get attention. But yeah, I felt it only appropriate to do a piece based on him as a kitten, such a cute little devil. Day 10 as Flowing could be mistaken as a Disney piece, but you know, Rapunzel wasn't always a Disney princess movie. It used to be a totally unrelated book, so I reserved this as one of the pieces this week that ain't Disney related, so ha! I felt the concept of flowing hair was more compelling and a more fun challenge than, say, flowing water or something along those lines. It doesn't hurt to work on elements that feature a lot in your everyday art, so hair was definitely relevant. Day 11 and Cruel, I have to admit, was always going to be Disney related. The idea of a cruel character in the Disney library of villains doesn't conjure a short list, so it was a matter of deciding for myself what or who I believed to be a very strong cruel concept, and listening to Disney songs every now and then. The duet between Judge Frollo and Quasimodo sprung to mind. The insults he flings at Quasi were the standouts. You are deformed and you are ugly. This brainwashing emotional abuse was definitely one of the more cruel things a Disney villain has done, so with a snaring Judge Frollo, I created a poster-like piece based around the insult. Day 12's Whale had me stuck for a little bit, but thinking back on some of the big water creatures of the Pokemon world reminded me of Kyogre and how his form made me think dolphin or whale back in the day. With a little digging, I found out his form was loosely based on my favorite whale species, that being the orca, so I found a perfect fit, and it was an amazing opportunity for me to pay tribute to how gorgeous I think primal Kyogre is. Day 13 and Guarded presented me with the opportunity to give Goofy a little limelight as well. It was only fair he get featured in Inktober as well, given Donald Duck's feature for Spell, but given the prompt, I wanted to make his shield the main focus of the piece. And lastly, we come to Day 14, which is Clock. And here you see another character that meant a lot to childhood me, and another movie that got a lot of exercise in my VHS player. To anyone that knows the animated film All Dogs Go to Heaven, say hello to my version of Charlie B. Barkin, complete with his Life's pocket watch. I actually had the movie playing in the background while I created this piece, so the force of my nostalgia was extra strong. It's crazy how dark the tone of the movie was. They weren't afraid to make Charlie's design very rough to fit his stray dog status. He definitely ain't a pretty Disney dog. With his long crooked face, shaggy eyebrows, and lanky limbs, he would not fit in with Tramp. But despite being a selfish jerk for a good part of the movie, you couldn't help but love him and his developed bond with young Anne Marie. for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to flick that like button or leave a comment below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. I upload every fortnight, and feel free to check out some of my other videos in the meantime. See ya!